Hello, my name is Kendall Jackson. I'm a senior at Pearland High School, and I want to talk to you about the STAAR Test. But before I talk to you about the STAAR Test, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I started at CJ Harris back in 2008, so 13 years ago. I know, a long time ago. I even brought y'all some of my shirts. This was from Hoopla Day back in 2012, so I was 10 years old. And this is my shirt that I got in fourth grade. We survived CJ Harris Elementary, class of 2021. I would have worn the shirt, but it was a little too small. And then after CJ Harris, I went on to Alexander Middle School. From there, Pearland Junior High East, and now ultimately, Pearland High School. Recently, I've been recognized as one of the top 100 students in the class of 2021 at Pearland High School, which means me and 99 other kids are some of the smartest kids in the school. I also play golf. I've been playing golf since I was 6 years old. I've been able to play and compete all across Houston, the state of Texas, and even across the United States. In ninth grade, I became the first person from Pearland High School to ever qualify for the state championship, which is a big deal. And now, in a couple of months, I'll be continuing my golfing journey at Howard University in Washington, D.C., which is pretty far away from here, but I'm so excited. But enough about me. None of this would have been possible without taking the STAAR Test. So, I want to give you a couple tips on how to ace this test. Number 1, taking deep breaths. Did you know that whenever you get stressed out or worked up, your heart rate increases? Which is good if you're exercising in PE, but if you're sitting there taking a test, you want your heart rate to be bump, 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 bump. You don't want it to be like bump, 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 bump. No, because then that means your body is working overtime, and it does not need to be. So I want y'all to practice taking deep breaths with me. Okay, on the count of 3, we're gonna inhale and hold it for 3 seconds. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, hold it, 1, 2, 3, and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, and exhale. 1, 2, 3. But now this time, when you inhale, I want you to think positive thoughts. So inhale, thinking how you're going to get a fantastic score, you're going to ace this test, you're going to excel on this test. And when you exhale out, get rid of all the negative thinking and all the bad thoughts. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, focus on what you can control. Whenever you're taking the test, you cannot control how many questions is going to be on the test. You also can't control the kind of questions they're going to ask. So if you come across a problem and you're not really sure what to do, you can't just quit. No. Tell yourself, okay, I'm not really sure what to do, but I'm going to try my very best. And that goes with tip number 3, trying your very best. And that goes before you take the test. Trying your very best means practicing, taking practice tests, studying up a whole bunch. You can't just study the night before and think you're gonna ace the test, because that would be called cramming, and that is not good. So that's step number 2 and step number 3. Focus on what you can control, which is your reaction to the test, your breathing, how much time you study and prepare, and that's step number 3. Trying your very best, meaning studying and preparing. And also, I want you to get a good night's sleep and eat a good breakfast the day of. Because if you have a breakfast and it has a whole bunch of sugar in it, you're going to be like, oh, STAAR Test? Psh, I got this. This is going to be easy. Let's go. And then a couple hours later, your body's going to be like, okay, all that sugar's gone. I think it's time for a nap. And you can't fall asleep during the test. No, so you got to get a good night's sleep. Make sure you're well rested. Make sure you have a good breakfast that doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. And the last thing I want you to do, this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to close your eyes. Come on, close close your eyes. And I want you to think, and you say this out, you can say it in your head or you can say it out loud. Think, you got this. You're the best test taker ever. You're the best test taker in the state of Texas. You're gonna do well. You're gonna do fantastic. You're gonna do amazing. You're gonna blow this test out of the water. You're gonna ace it. You're gonna excel. Because think about it. They wouldn't call us C.J. Harris Stars for nothing. It's in the name. Okay, you can open your eyes. One more thing I want you to do. I want you to face your teacher and say, Miss, and then whatever your teacher's name is. And I want you to tell her or him, thank you, and say you're ready for the test. Alrighty, that is all I got. I know y'all are gonna do great. Y'all are gonna do amazing. Remember, taking deep breaths, focusing on the positive, getting rid of the negative, focusing on what you can control, trying your very best, getting a good night's sleep, and eating a good breakfast. Alrighty, I'll talk to you soon.